Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Enioba Modamura, your property consultant. And so for the next couple of days, we will be dropping, or I will be dropping series on questions that first-time home buyers need answers to. And so it will be like a question and answer with a property lawyer. So this would be the continuation of part one. Part one is out, by the way. So do well to go and watch part one, and then I will be dropping part two later on. And so sit back, relax, and enjoy this series for the next couple of days. And so to the next question, the next question will be about the difference between buying from a family, a developer, or an individual. Because I have seen options from families, individuals, and big developers. Which of these is the safest?
That's a fantastic questions, and each one has its pros and cons. You understand? And I'll start by talking about the individuals. For individuals, often faster. Transaction is often faster, but the title history must be clean. It must be very, very clean. You understand what I mean by clean? So you need to ask when and how they got the land. Ask questions
To avoid this
to avoid stories that touches the heart. It may be someone, when it is an individual, you might actually be selling someone else's property. So you need to ask questions when it comes to individuals. Ask questions, and if you still revert us to your previous questions about verifying documents, also ask for the right documents and verification of this title, of this document,
and of the property.
exactly. And also for the families, family land, again, I would say again, because it is high risk. That's why most people even prefer to buy from a developer than the family. They don't want to deal directly with the family. So, you need consent from all the the key family members. You need their consent. You just don't meet one person. You just don't even meet the head of the family.
And say, oh, I have the land to sell, come and buy.
You
and
need
then
to see.
Oh.
Okay, we are still getting that. I will create a separate topic for that and for what to do when you are dealing with the family.
That would be nice because I mean we've seen it happen. A land or a property, we've seen people fight over it.
They will sell it to different people,
Exactly.
many people. So but you need to. I'm not saying you cannot buy from them, but it is a high risk. It is a high risk. So you need the consent from all the family members. Of course now. Or else someone might show up later and say this property is mine. Or they will tell you that it is not for this family, it's for this social family. Maybe it is family that has different trees, different branches. You understand? They have different branches and they've already divided the land. But you see one family tree selling other people's land. And at the end of the day, it has become a lawsuit.
We've seen it. You know how they write it on the walls. This land belongs to so you don't fall victim.
Exactly. And another important thing you need to also note is you should ensure that there is no fight, there's no dispute among the family, especially when it comes to land. There are some families that they are not in terms with each other. So if one of them should take a particular decision, the other will kick against it. So such family, you need to be very, very cautious when dealing with them. And lastly, developers. Developers, they actually have more structure. They have more structure. They are developed. Let me put it like that. The developers are developed. They have structures. The structures have been put in place, but don't assume. Don't assume they have approvals. That's why I said ask questions. Ask valid, important questions. Ask whether they have the approvals, because many may even sell government acquired property. And the moment a developer doesn't have a layout, an approved layout, that means there's more to that, because government will never approve a layout on a property that is on government acquisition. or a committed land. We never get approval on those things. So there are some little questions you need to ask, which are very, very important.
You don't need to if they are important.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying,
questions.
sometimes you look at those questions as if they are little, as if they really do not matter, but they have a lot of importance.
Thank you very much. And so moving on to the fourth question, I would want you to, enlighten me on the hidden cost, because if I have a budget of 10 million naira, what are the hidden costs that I should know?
Oh, like hidden costs. When it comes to hidden costs,
okay,
there are a lot of stories. I've met with different buyers that they come to me and start lamenting that, oh, I want my refund. These people did not tell me that there's this money I have to pay. I only thought I would just pay for the land and I will assume possession immediately. Only for them to tell me that we need to pay this, I need to pay that. In fact, sometimes the money you need to pay will be more than or almost the cost of the land, which is actually preposterous. It's crazy. So there are some, but you as a buyer, there are some things you also need to note, which may come up. That's some payments which may come up. For instance, I'll start by saying legal fee. Forget the fact that I'm a lawyer, but you must also factor that in. Your legal fee. Legal fee is usually like about 10% under the law. 10% of the property.
On the cost of the property.
Yes, 10%. But nowadays, they start negotiating but under the law, under 10%. The regulation, it's 10%. And then also agency fee too. Also factor in your agency fee. You always pay them. They don't play with their money.
At all.
They don't. They call it commission. They don't pay with their commission. So also, while acquiring or while planning to acquire a land, also consider survey plan. You need to do your survey plan. Even though the land may have a survey, but you still need to do that survey in your own name. Yes, you need to do that survey. So sometimes some people do just ordinary survey, while some do their the registered survey. Yes. So registered survey are quite expensive than the normal survey. So you should be looking at for your registered survey, you should be looking about 200,000 naira to 1 to 2 million naira, depending on the location and depending on the development of that property. So then also development levy. For instance, most real estate companies, they ask for development levy. The development they are not free. The road network, the light, the water, the drainage system, they are not free. So you will need to also factor that in. You pay for them also. And also, most importantly, after you have purchased your property, your title registration, you need to register your title. It is also very, very important. Get your CFO, get your governor's consent. They are very, very important. You need to factor them in. So I advise you to keep to buffer maybe about 10, 15, 20% of the property price. Just set that aside. So in case all this cost comes out, you'll be able to address them as they comes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you all in my next video. Do well to subscribe. Click on the notification bell to get notified. Like, comment, and share. That's it, guys. See you all in my next video.